Comment vous allez l'appeler?
Je sais pas. Je sais pas.
Et comment est-ce que vous allez l'appeler?
On l'appelle comment?
Je sais pas. Stella.
Named after a star, crafted as a holiday gift for the city of Leuven in Belgium.
Tonight on Football First, we've got a footballing first. It's taken me all season. I've looked high and low, countrywide, and I've finally found a Chelsea supporter who's actually quite nice. Football First, Oslo! Chanel, you're back with us.
Yes, I am.
That's so true. It's so true.
It is,
I know, so true.
I mean,
I'll do the Chelsea.
no, Ramon.
Oh, he's all right. He's all right.
He's all right.
I don't know any really bad.
No, I don't.
I work with two.
Not very nice.
Yeah, very seldom. Hard to find us.
Hard to find.
So, Chanel, you say you're hard to find, but I noticed over the last few weeks you've kind of been popping up a little bit on Facebook with more of your
I'm
comments.
sharing everything.
Good.
Just hitting people all in their face, and people
That's
are
not
just
very
silent.
nice.
Yeah. I mean,
Hitting them in the faces.
Yeah.
But Chelsea this season, I mean, let's be honest, apart from Kante and Conte,
Yeah.
Be careful.
nothing's changed.
No, that's what I
What's
think.
made the difference?
I just think, honestly, it's Conte coming in and just changing up everything. We had Mourinho, and it was just something was poison. It was poison. You can see it on the field. You can see it in the change room. Something wasn't right. And as you said, we didn't change our personnel much. I don't know why we sold David Luiz for in the first place, but thank God we bought him back.
Do you think about David Luiz so that he does look a little bit like Sideshow Bob
Yes,
from The Simpsons?
he does. I remember you saying that in the last episode, and it stuck with me for the longest time. So every time I see him now, I think of
Sideshow Bob?
Sideshow Bob.
But looking at Chelsea's run, I mean, there was a little bit of a hiccup the other week when Manchester United beat you. But they've probably got the easiest run, and I'm going to pass over to Stato Matto. who's made notes.
Stato Matto.
Chelsea's running?
Chelsea's running is Borough at home, West Brom away, Watford at home, and Sunderland at home. It's really easy.
League's in the bag, isn't it?
It's 12 points.
Yeah.
League in the bag?
I can't see them dropping any points in those 4 games. Never mind a draw and a loss.
It's 12 points.
It's 12 points for sure,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
But Tottenham pushed them hard. They'll rue all those.
Well, Tottenham have
draws at the start
got
of the season.
West Ham on Friday, which is why I'm wearing my shirt from last season, because we beat them at home last
Bit of
season.
luck.
So just trying to get that in. Come on, you Hammers. And then it's United at home, Leicester away, and then Hull away.
That's a tough running, isn't it?
It's a lot tougher running than what Chelsea have got. So,
How
but
much
I
do
can
you think-
also see Tottenham getting all 12 points.
How much do you think Chanel not playing in Europe has actually helped?
A lot. I mean, you can see the players are fresh. Hazard to me has just been back to world class, just like how he started.
You'll miss him next season when he goes to Real Madrid.
He's not going anywhere right
going
now.
to West
That's
Ham.
why we're about to
going
make
to
him
West
the
Ham.
highest paid player.
They came in with the big
Conte,
money.
Conte and both going to West Ham.
Yeah.
It's all happening. It's all
It's
true.
all done.
And David Luiz. Take him as well.
Yeah. And Conte, he's coming.
Take him as well.
Yeah.
Conte,
taking
Bilic, they're going to share it. We like him still.
But other than, I noticed he put something on Facebook about Pedro.
Yes.
He's been
What
a
a goal.
revelation.
What a
Yeah,
goal he scored.
what a beauty.
Yeah.
What a
that
screamer.
was the icing on the cake right there. And the best thing about it, I think Chelsea has depth. We can take him out. We can put William in.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because we're not a sub when he's making subs. We're like, I'm fine because that player's going to come on and score another goal.
It's crazy that Willian is a sub.
Yeah.
With the quality of
Great
what a
player.
player he is.
He went from being our best player last season,
Yeah.
scoring just let alone free kicks,
Yeah.
to not even starting.
Fabregas is the same. He'd get into any
Yeah.
team, even into the Barcelona team, and he's on the bench more often than not.
Yeah.
So when Chelsea bring on subs, they're not subs.
But obviously you're going to be in the Champions League no matter what. You're going to have to still improve.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And buy more and improve the squad.
That's what I'm actually excited for, is to see who we're gonna buy, because I don't know Conte and who we would want to go after, because it's crazy. And
Costa a leave?
I want to sell Costa.
You want him out?
I want
Yeah?
to sell Costa and Matic, to be honest.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Matic has done his time. He kind of slows down the game for us. And Costa is we just need to get rid of him. He's just...
Bit of chatter going on in the background, isn't
I know.
there?
Yeah,
It's noisy in the
It's nice to have
background.
a crowd here.
they're still
Don't
not
scare
listening.
them away.
Still not listening. So, moving on. Matt, I thought of you about this. Every week after the show, you always say to me, I forgot to wish happy birthday to someone.
Oh, who have you got?
No, it's me this time. I just want to say, Mel Freeman, happy birthday, Mel. 92
Birthday, Mel.
years old.
92.
Wow.
Doesn't look a day over 70.
Wow.
Smartest man I know.
Good innings, dear.
He watches the show from the States. Moving on. 4th place. I mean, what a big win for Liverpool that was at Watford.
Massive win. Massive win. You know, they were starting to hiccup, starting to stutter a little bit. All you Liverpool supporters, next year is going to be our year. But if you can just pull out 2 or 3 wins, because it's an age-old thing, isn't it? Every year
been
they
saying
say
that
the
for
same.
years since I met you.
I've heard that.
We know they're not going to win this year,
Yeah.
but to qualify for Europe is just going to be phenomenal. And then next year, buying players, they're going to have Champions League football.
Well, this is
And that's just
interesting.
smart guy.
This is interesting. What we talked about just before the show, that in the highly unlikely event that Liverpool and Manchester City finish level,
Right.
and I'm not just talking on points, level on goal difference and goals scored. They're going to have to play each other in a final to see who wins 3rd or 4th spot. Never been done before.
No, it's worth about $50 million
Well,
as well.
it is if they're playing for the 4th spot.
Oh, right, for the full spot.
Because one of them won't be in the Champions League and one will.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to get to that, is it?
No, I doubt it. Very much doubt it. It's never been done before. I mean, you're not saying that. You look at what's happened with Leicester winning the league last year.
Strange things
do happen in
Brexit,
football.
Trump,
Exactly.
Leicester.
Exactly.
Strange
yeah.
things happen.
What if United win the Europa Cup?
They go into the Champions League
They go into the Champions League.
Yeah, and they don't. Then there'll be 5 from
Then
England.
there'll be 5 from England
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it could be.
it could be. You never know. So,
City.
looking at the games left, Liverpool have got Southampton, Stato.
Southampton at home, West Ham away, and Borough at home. Potential 9 points there, isn't it? Really?
It
You know
is.
what? That's
Southampton's tough. I think.
Middlesbrough are fighting for their life, and it may go down to the
Borough
last
are
game.
down. Borough,
think so?
Borough have got if they lose or draw this weekend and Hull win, they're down. And Hull are quite likely to win at the moment
Yeah.
because they're playing well.
Yeah. Southampton are tricky.
So
But interesting, Southampton have got something to say in all of them, haven't they? Because I'm looking
Yeah.
at the Arsenal's, Manchester United's last remaining games. Arsenal, Tottenham, Southampton again,
yeah,
and
then
Palace.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that, they've got to play a semi-final of the Europa League,
Yeah.
home and away.
Celta Vigo.
Yeah.
And Southampton are going to want a little bit of revenge, I think, because of course the League Cup.
The League Cup, yeah.
So come on, Chanel.
Yeah,
who's-
United have got 6 games to play already. That midweek Thursday game, this Thursday and next Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, the
That's gonna
Champions
be-
in between the
Yeah.
in between the
And
Arsenal.
And with
The
all
Arsenal
their
games in the
injuries
middle
that
of
they've
that.
got at the moment as well, I can't see them getting in there anymore. I did think that until these injuries happened.
Yeah.
So Chanel, if we take that Chelsea will be in the Champions League, Tottenham will be in the Champions League, and then we're looking at 2 from City, Liverpool, United, and Arsenal. Who are you going with?
Chanel.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Don't say that to me.
I'm an Arsenal fan because I do like Arsene Wenger and the style that they play.
Listen,
I'll give
everybody
that
likes
to
Arsene Wenger because he's staying.
Man U, no.
No.
I don't want to see the light of Man U. They should be further where they are right now, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Arsenal.
And City
no.
or Liverpool?
I would go with. That's a tough one. I don't really like Pep, so I'm gonna go with Liverpool.
Arsenal, Liverpool? I can't see that. I think it's going to be City and Liverpool.
I think it's as it stands now.
Yeah.
I think it's as it stands now.
City and Liverpool, I think, and I think United will win the Europa Cup and get that
Yeah,
spot.
and then get in
if
there.
Arsenal had beaten Tottenham last week, and we would have been spirits up on the back of 2 big results going into the United game, we win that, we're level with Liverpool,
Yeah.
and then goal difference. And with 3 games to go, I kind of fancied our chances.
I mean, City have got Palace, Leicester, West Brom, and Watford. I mean, it's just that's.
Yeah.
oh, that's yeah,
And no cups to play for anymore.
no cups
Yeah.
anymore.
No, yeah.
So you just brought up the Arsenal-Tottenham game. I'm going to mention a couple of things, a couple of facts that I found on the internet. Matt, see whether you can work out what all these have got in common. There's been 4 prime ministers and 3 US presidents since 1995. In 1995, Forrest Gump won the Oscar, and
I know.
what's the some might say by Oasis was number 1. In 1995, the world's most expensive transfer went to Latini, 13 million. In 1995, Dele Alli wasn't born. Eric Cantona kicked that guy in the face. And you probably weren't born either.
No, I probably wasn't. No.
Well, wait, it's 95.
95.
No, 91. Yeah.
So you were
Early Alli.
four.
Yeah.
So what have all those facts got in common?
Would that be by any chance of the whole Arsenal being ahead of Tottenham?
That was the last time Tottenham finished ahead of Arsenal. Are Tottenham a better team than Arsenal? Are Tottenham a bigger club than Arsenal?
They're not a bigger club than Arsenal. They're a better team than Arsenal. Arsenal is definitely a bigger club, but not a better team. Tottenham are
They're
they
getting
show
it,
their
but
class at
this
the
new
weekend.
stadium that's coming in, that's gonna be pushing them to become that.
Interesting you bring up the new stadium.
All right,
I
okay.
read more facts on the new stadium. I'm just stato facto today. The new stadium. I mean, this shows you, I guess, just how
It
much
is
football's
impressive. I've seen
changed.
some of the-
It's very impressive.
It is
but it kind of
impressive
shows you how
stadium.
much football's changed. Each seat of the stadium is going to have a USB port,
Okay.
so you can charge your phone.
That's crazy.
It's also going to have a cheese room.
Really?
It's going to have one of the restaurants is just going to be selling cheese.
That's about right for
That's a
Spurs.
bit strange, isn't it? Yeah,
Cheesy.
I suppose.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
And it's also going to have the longest bar in football.
Really? What's that to help them score more?
Hey! I'm talking bar. But talking about Tottenham, I mean, they must have impressed you this season. A few draws aside, it could have been closer at the top, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they almost took it away last year until Hazard, obviously destroyed that dreams. And look at them now; they're right behind us. They're right.
Well, they already
behind us.
beat you this season, so and then obviously you beat them 4-2 the next second game. So if that had been the other way round and they won, that's just the point then that they're in.
Yeah.
It puts the pressure on even more.
And they had a lot
There's
of draws at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
could have beaten. They should have beaten Arsenal 4-0 at the weekend. There was two.
Oh, it should have been more than that.
sitters.
Oh yeah.
It could have easily been more
I'm
than
not
that.
trying to be nice here, and
Did Arsenal-
objective about it, but
I mean, surely Arsenal turned up for that. I watched the game. Arsenal turned up. You can't not turn up in a
they
derby
showed
game.
up. Yeah, They got off the bus and they went into the arena. They showed up. They were physically there, but that was about it. I suppose if you watch football and stuff, and you have a team that plays Man City the week before and plays really, really well. Why would you change that team? And you play football, you've played football, and if you played as well as Holden played that day in his position, and Monreal played in that position, you would expect that I'm going to get picked next week because I had a screamer today.
Yeah,
So why-
absolutely,
and-
yeah.
And he dropped him and changed the whole defence again and played it. And it just we couldn't get out of our own half.
But City, I mean, it's a similar sort of game. They're playing a top team. One was a semi-final, one was a derby. It's not as if you were playing away in Europe, so you needed to change the system.
Yeah.
Why did he do that, Wenger?
I don't know why he changed it, and I don't actually think that City are a top team. You can see how they performed in Europe.
They're above you.
They went out. They're above us temporarily, but they're not a great team. Half that team will be gone next year, but all of Arsenal will still be there.
I'll tell you what was interesting. Wenger had a little dig, didn't he? He was talking about Holden and saying how great he was and how he didn't cost 55 million.
And he's sorry about
Like John Stones.
Yeah. Well, if that's all he has to comment on, but he played very well no matter how much he cost.
The Kane penalty was soft though, wasn't it?
What's that?
The Kane penalty was soft.
Penalty. There's been a few. There was a
It
few.
was 50-50.
It was 50-50, could have been given, couldn't have been given.
Yeah.
It was one of them, but he did put his leg in
to
try and get it, which is what we've had a lot this weekend.
There's been a
haven't
few.
we?
There's been a few dives, hasn't there? A few theatricals.
There needs to be some rules change for this. I'm
You're
pointing
tapping.
fingers and stuff about this.
Are you angry about this, Matt?
Yeah, that really annoyed me actually over the weekend because the two teams where it really mattered, which was obviously Sané's one against Swansea, and then
No,
Rashford.
Rashford.
Rashford against Swansea, Sané against Borough.
Yeah.
These are two teams fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
Like that. Come on, you can't dive in a situation like that.
Chanel was a bit of a diver,
blatant
when
dives.
she used to play football.
Oh, never. I gotta stay on my feet.
You're not a flopper.
Striker, and then when I actually
small.
went to college, I played left back.
Okay.
And so when I went to Switzerland, I was a left back.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a whole different kind of.
I mean, you've gone for that other strange sport now, haven't you? When you play with the odd-shaped ball. What's that called?
You hear rugby?
Rugby. That's the one.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
have you hung up your footballing boots?
No, never. I'll play for the longest I can. Like if I can play till I'm 40, I will. I love football that much. I will never
So you've only
stop.
got a year left.
You're funny.
Uncalled for. Uncalled for. Good news today from Liverpool that I noticed. I mean, this means more to me than it does to you guys. Liverpool are going to name a stand after Kenny Dalglish.
Are they?
Okay. I played golf with Kenny.
Did you play golf with Kenny? Here?
Yeah.
When he was over. Did you meet him?
Ask him. You got to hide.
I've got his number.
Kenny, Dennis is here.
Did you meet him?
Give him I taught him a lesson.
Oh,
Did
great.
you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they should name a stand after you then at Liverpool.
At Liverpool.
They just name a row after him. They just name a row after him.
Oh.
His name's Dennis Rowe.
Yeah. I don't know what he's on tonight.
So I spoke to a guy over there. Well, I can't remember his name. What was his name? Oh, let me think. Little fella. African.
Oh,
Little guy.
Used to live here?
Used to sit round here.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Abraham.
Dennis and Duriti. Spoke to Dennis because I was watching the Champions League semi-final.
Okay.
Great hat-trick by Ronaldo. They're through now, aren't they? Surely.
Yeah.
Atletico are not going to score 4.
4.
I just punted out there that for me, he's the best player in the world.
I'd agree.
Little Dennis on my back.
Oh no, he won't have none of that.
Do you agree that at the moment, best
Yeah, I
player in
do.
the world?
He's playing the best at the moment in the world. Do you know what? When you think of one of the top players in the world, and you're marking him, and he scores a hat, how do you leave him out of your sight? Where he goes, you go.
I know.
And you would think that a professional centre back would say, "Okay, I'm marking Ronaldo. Wherever he goes, I'm going to follow him."
Yeah.
But yet, in a semi-final, he still scores a hat trick.
Yeah.
You know, that's the class of the man. You know, he's playing the best football at the moment in the world. Although I still rate Messi as better.
I know.
I don't. I
Ronaldo's
think-
a more all-rounder as
I
a
think
player.
if your team's playing, you know, your West Ham away on a cold night, your Stoke away, Ronaldo, I think it was Ferguson that said, why you'd rather have Ronaldo in his team than Messi. It's when the team's not playing well and the weather's bad and you're getting kicked everywhere, Ronaldo will step up and Messi wouldn't.
I think that's probably about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ronaldo's got that all-round play about him, hasn't he? He can, like we say, he's done it. Well, he's done it with United. He's played at Hull in the middle of winter. He's done those sort of games.
And
So he's like, but he's also, he'll get back at a corner and he'll bang a ball. Messi's still standing around the middle somewhere
I just
waiting
think
for the
he's
ball to come to
cool
him.
as well. I think he's
He's
cooler
just-
than
he's
Messi.
a top bloke as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a arrogant twat a little bit at first.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Still
I
a
don't know if
little
I'm allowed
bit.
to say
Still a little. But you know, when they decide who wins the Ballon d'Or and stuff like that,
It's him every day
they
of
both
the
win. They both play this. They both score these goals. But then it's decided by who wins trophies and who wins World Cups and who wins these things. And Real Madrid are going to win it all this year, I think.
Yeah.
they're
I
gonna win
think
the
so.
Champions League.
I think so. I mean, Barcelona, Real Madrid for La Liga, you know?
I'm a Real fan. I like Real Madrid. I would want them ahead of Barcelona because I'm not a Barcelona fan, obviously. I was so happy when they got kicked out of the Champions League. That was crazy. But I'm going to go with Real. They're probably going to take La Liga.
I think so.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how you get someone like, you know, I mean, Zidane is obviously top 5 greatest footballers ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never managed in his life. And he's brilliant.
Yeah. But you know, he understands football and he understands players and he understands tactics. And being a player on the field, you'll know if a guy is stepping up and knows what he's doing and knows his position. And there's no kind of love for the guy, you know. You either can do the job or you can't, and if you can't, you got to go.
Right.
And they've stepped up for him. You know, the transition has been seamless.
Someone like Sheringham, I could imagine him as a really good manager.
Sheringham? You think so?
just 'cause
Teddy?
he's got that football mind,
Savvy.
you know, all right, there is the business side you've got to deal with as well. I don't know, maybe you can't do that, but it's as a football manager. It's
Moving forward to next season, now I'm not going to ask Dennis because we hear about this every day of the week. I'm not going to ask Matt.
I'm going to sit over here and drink it up.
As a neutral, what have the likes of Arsenal got to do you think, next season? What do you think the issue is? How do Arsenal rectify
Our friendship's on the line.
Just say it.
Well, there's only 2 options. It's either they keep Wenger, which they're probably gonna, and he's gonna have to wipe out the whole team. He has to bring in players. I understand that he wants to give these young guys a chance to step up, but they're not doing their job.
He's got to spend some money.
He's got to spend some money. He's cheap.
Thank you.
And as far as
Spent a lot of money.
I can remember, Arsenal was one of the clubs that had the highest season ticket
Yes, they
holders.
did.
So they made money. So everybody's coming to an Arsenal game. Their stands, their home
One
games
of
are
the
always
richest
packed.
clubs in the world, aren't they?
Yeah.
So profit-wise, they are.
And they're constantly in the black every season. When I know the likes of United and Liverpool and a lot of the big clubs are actually non-profitable. Often.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And they've got two billionaires owners who could actually dip into their pocket every now and again.
Is it under
Because how
million?
much money do they really need to survive?
Like Abramovich does.
Like Abramovich, and spend some money. But it doesn't seem to be happening. And you weren't on the show a couple of weeks ago when they're flying a plane over the stadium going, "We want you out," and the stands are fighting. Would you go back to work if that? No, you wouldn't. So it's on the wall there. You got to go.
yeah.
You got to go. I wouldn't show up at Risky
Depends how
Business if
much
you
I'm
guys
getting
didn't
paid,
love
to
me.
be honest with you.
Get the banner. Dennis out on side. He's the only pilot.
Whiskey mist.
He's the only pilot to know, so he'd be flying his whole plane.
They want me out. They want me out.
Dennis, I've got this thing for you to fly. Don't worry about what it is.
Yeah. So, you say that obviously the league's been a disaster for Arsenal this season, but Wenger could still end up with silverware, FA Cup final against Chelsea.
Yeah.
One-off game, anything can happen, surely.
Yeah, anything can happen. We all know that on the particular day. But it's very difficult to see me where Arsenal are going to get a result. They're just not showing up. They're not playing. They've lacked intensity. They've lacked desire, cohesion. The team is fractured. The supporters are fractured. I don't see it. I think it'll be 3 or 4-0 in the final too.
Oh, wow.
And you know, I hate
Do you
to
think
say
Arsenal
that.
will win 3 or 4-0 as well?
Do I think Arsenal?
No.
No, but I'm probably going to say about a 3 or 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think FA Cup final.
If Alexis Sanchez and Ozil doesn't step up on either, forget it.
Well, Ozil won't. We all know Ozil
Yeah,
won't.
he won't.
What happens is the other team, they know, well, we can push forward in defence because Giroud is non-existent. He's a passenger.
Yeah.
And even if he gets the ball, he's so slow, we'll get back in time. All we got to do is make one guy mark Sanchez out of the game, and the game is over.
You
'Cause
got to
Ozil
hope that Walcott turns up.
Oh, my
When
goodness,
Walcott
no,
turns up, you play well.
Let's not talk about Walcott,
he's
because
got it.
Why?
he's 10 years of what?
10 years of nothing.
No,
nothing.
but when he does turn up,
Yeah.
he does the job.
He's a world
And
beater.
he scores lots of goals when he does turn up.
Once every 6 or 7 weeks is not going to
But
cut
it's
us for 100
Well,
grand a
hopefully
week.
that's the once or 6,
Yeah.
7 weeks, and it will
Yeah.
change the game a little
But you're
bit.
not being impressed with Ozil?
No.
Do you think he looks a little bit like an iguana? He's got like eyes on the side, you can see
Gecko.
things.
And he won.
But do you remember the Arsenal-Chelsea game, the first time they played this? It was 3-0 at half-time, and it looked like it was going to be 6-0.
Yeah,
And they
it
were
was.
knocking the ball around, and Chelsea hadn't got a clue. And we just managed the second half, and how promising did that look compared to the last time we played? 2 different football teams
exactly.
altogether, you know. So.
Matt, we've hardly spoken about them.
Nothing really to speak about. Is there?
West Ham.
There's not really anything to speak about. It's just been a no-no season, really. 1 minute in the top half, next minute in relegation, and that.
But there was one thing to speak about West Ham was the Inland Revenue raiding the offices.
Yeah, it was
The
to do with the
tax
Pyatt
man.
deal.
The tax man.
It was
It's all to do with the
it was all to
Pyatt
do
deal,
with
isn't it?
£1 million bonus that was given to Pyatt, apparently. But as far as I'm aware, everything's all above board. It's
Hunky-dory.
all, yeah, it's all okay.
So where did he go next season, West Ham?
Hopefully up, obviously.
Bilic?
Yeah, I think we should keep Bilic. I think he's actually, considering what we've gone through this season, with the stadium move, the Pyatt situation, a huge amount of injuries that we've had.
Yeah.
It's been a season for
It's been
injuries for
ridiculous.
everyone, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's been ridiculous this year for injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, we suffer quite honestly all the time with injuries. Last season we did well because we didn't. And that's the reason I think we've done quite well last year. And the whole furore of the last time at the bowling. It's got the shirt on.
Got the shirt.
And Upton Park.
But I think we need to have some really quality signings. That was another thing that was a failure for us this season. Signings were just atrocious.
Who was that bloke you got, the Italian bloke?
Zaza.
Zaza Gabor.
Zaza Gabor, yeah.
He was
It was
rubbish.
absolutely awful. Completely rubbish. Who was it? Tor, whatever his name was. He got injured straight away.
Can't
and he
even
was
know- you
completely
don't even know his
useless.
name,
No,
he was that
it's like,
bad.
yeah,
He was
it was
that bad.
pointless. Was an ex-Chelsea player, actually. So, yeah, cheers for that. It's not really, it's just not been kicking off this year. It's just been a bit up and down. And
We'll
but I
finish
think
off.
we need to keep Bilic. I think he needs to
Bilic.
stay on. I think he's done a good job considering what's gone on. I think he deserves another season to get things right, move it all around, and hopefully next year we'll be battling up the top again like we were last year. This time last year we were battling for fourth spot.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
We were 3 points off full spot at the end of the season. It was, we finished 7th, and we were actually battling for full spot. And it's ridiculous considering could potentially still mathematically get relegated this year.
Just end on the goals this week. I mean, Emre Can
Scored the second best overhead this season.
This is what we disagree on. I thought it was a fabulous goal.
I don't know how you can disagree that Carroll's wasn't better.
Carroll's is better.
Much better.
Much better. Further out. And
Further out, more powerful.
What about
better
the
build up
kick from Giroud?
Didn't mean it.
Nobody cares about that. Didn't mean it. Just came
Nice
off his.
Chanel.
Mkhitaryan's was better than that one.
Yeah. Good goal, huh?
Yeah.
Chanel,
I went off on that one.
Tell us about the best goal you scored as a professional footballer. There was only one.
Yeah. You're funny.
settling back
The own goal.
You're funny. I think it would have to be
Overhead kick?
No, I made my debut at Northside Field with the Olympic qualifying. It was against Haiti. First minute of the game, somebody sends me a through ball. I chase it down, get it with my left foot. Didn't see anybody in the box. I'm one-on-one with a defender. I'm a striker. I'm gonna take my chance. Once I see the side, boom, curls right in the top of the cleat. And honestly, it was just like everything went numb. I didn't even hear the crowd. It was nothing. And that was just like a tiny stadium, so I can't even imagine thousands and thousands.
Was there
of
nobody
people.
there? Is that
There's
why?
only 8 people there. One guy had his dog.
So yeah, they
He was
gave me the
looking at his
video.
paper.
That
They got it on video?
I got it on video. They're like, "This is yours." Like,
I want to
so
see that on
was like-
Facebook tomorrow, please.
Yeah, sure, if I can upload it. But yeah, that was probably the best goal that I scored in my career.
Great.
On your debut for the national team in
Yeah.
an Olympic qualifier against Haiti
Yeah,
in the first minute.
in the first minute.
What was the score on that match?
It was 3-2. We lost.
Oh, you lost.
Yeah, my second breakaway, I got down in the box. They fouled me. And then
Okay.
it was a penalty, and then my teammate took it. So
Okay.
it was 2-0, and then they came back.
Beat you 3-2 then.
Yeah. It's one of those comebacks.
Beat you 3-2. Damn Haitians. Damn Haitians. So, I tell you another good laugh. Comedy club in here this week. How was that?
Hysterical.
Was it funny?
Oh my God.
When are me and Matt going to get our gig? We could be a double act.
This is your gig.
We'll both be the funny man.
I thought this is your gig. Tuesday week we'll have another guy in here, and it looks like it's going to be another.
Bit of a big
sellout.
name this time.
Yeah, but last time we had Kojo Prince. He was here Tuesday just gone, and it was fantastic. Sold out, and it looks like we may be moving it to every week.
Cool.
So we're going to try for every 2 weeks for another month or so and see how it is, but it's getting more and more popular. So.
Being a comedy night, do you have the Arsenal's defending on loop on the screens as well?
Chanel, we've got a few minutes left, Chanel. So
I really have to listen to this.
bear in mind it's a family show. Apparently, it's a family show.
Yeah, sorry
Tell
about
us
that.
tell us your favourite joke.
I'm not good with jokes. I'm not. I don't
Yeah,
have
everyone's
a
got a
joke.
joke.
I don't have a joke.
Matt?
I seriously
Arsenal.
don't.
Arsenal, Matt. Come on, no jokes, Matt. You must have a gag, a clean one.
No.
No, is that the problem?
I mean, I'm not a joke teller. I'm more situation comedy. See? There you go. See, that was it. Perfect.
On that note, Stella out 12. Beautiful thing. Chanel, Matt Yarnell, Dennis
Cheers.
Rowe.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Salute.